Every dog has its day. At least that's what I hear people say, but I know plenty dogs that ain't had none. That's why I put on a mask in case those people come and ask. That's why I bought me some bullets and bought me a gun. It ain't so hard to rob a bank. That's what I heard from my pal Hank. He works as an alcoholic on the street. Just look at all the warrants out for robbers still out and about. Just use your head, and obviously your feet. I asked Hank, what about the cops? Hank asked back, what about them cops? I said the news shows robbers get shot or go to jail. Hank said to me, don't be naive, that's propaganda. Don't you believe that hogwash? They just show the ones that fail. Well, I ain't stubborn, right is right. And after all, money's tight, so I took my gun and mask and I picked a spot. Scoped it out, made a map, ate me a meal and had me a nap, and I came to withdraw those bills, ready or not. Everyone down, nobody move, nose to the floor, budge and I shoot, I yelled through my mask and I fired around. Everyone got down real quick, then someone went and threw up their sick, and pretty soon others did too, and it covered the ground. I don't recall ever before seeing so much vomit on so little floor, so many faces so pale they were green. So many people covered in puke, I had to remind them, don't move or I shoot, made me think of the oil in a can of sardines. Speaking of which, just before I made all those people lie on that floor, before my nap, I'd eaten a can of them fish. Slurped up the oil nice and clean, so remembering that can of sardines is something I wouldn't have done, I wish. Well, I'll come right out and say, without hesitation, pause or delay, that I puked up them fish on the nearest man. Could have been a lady, I guess, couldn't tell from the puke how they were dressed. None of this was according to plan. I felt so sick right then and there, my skin grew cold and stiffened my hair, and I slipped on the puke and I knocked my head. And when I came to with my arms bound behind my back and bars all around, well, I guess I had to be grateful I wasn't dead. Now I suppose at least I get fed 3 meals a day, and I got a bed and a beautiful wall at which I can constantly gaze. I'll say some dogs have their days, but you'll also hear from this here mud, some dogs are had by their days.